Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Wednesday, the 23rd of October. The government's system for stopping money laundering and funding of terrorism is in for a major overhaul. It's announced plans to make the Department of Internal Affairs the sole government agency responsible, taking over some responsibilities from the Reserve Bank and Financial Markets Authority. An industry levy will be introduced to fund the activities. Associate Justice Minister Nicole McKee says the levy will be designed to ensure that costs are equitable and reasonable for the sector and will not place undue burden on small businesses. She says the changes will also ensure that New Zealand meets its international obligations. The boss of New Zealand's biggest bank is pushing back against questions over its sky-high profits. Parliament's Finance and Expenditure Committee is holding an inquiry into banking competition. ANZ Chair Scott St John is the first to get grilled and defended his bank's $2 billion profit.
We aspire to be a strongly performing bank that can support the New Zealand economy. We do not aspire to be average.
Meanwhile, ANZ Chief Executive Antonia Watson denies there are a lack of strong players in the market.
Our market does not have little to no competition. Our staff are going out every day to win customers.
Evidence in the murder trial over the death of Yanfei Bao is yet to resume as the court faces more delays. Chinese national Ting Zun Chao is accused of stabbing the Christchurch real estate agent to death in July last year while she was showing him a property. Her body wasn't found for more than a year. Translation logistics have already caused delays. Real estate agents and a friend of the victim are due to take the witness stand today. Labor's calling for release of advice given to the government before it stepped in at Wellington City Council. Local Government Minister Simeon Brown has announced a Crown Observer will be appointed. Labor local government spokesperson Kieran McAnulty told Mike Hosking he wants to see the guidance from the Department of Internal Affairs prompting the move.
The government shouldn't be wading in and shooting their mouth off before they get the advice from DIA. That advice is critical to any decision.
The Associate Health Minister, Casey Costello, has announced a 6% funding increase for Hato Hone St John this year to about $357 million. Meanwhile, St John has settled its pay dispute with unions. Firefighting into a third day in Waikato at a large vegetation fire in the Whangamarino wetlands. The blaze now has a perimeter of 15 kilometres and has scorched more than 1,000 hectares of land. More than 50 personnel are being supported by helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft. Incident controller Mark Tinworth says it could take days to properly control the fire. The cause of the blaze hasn't been confirmed. And Auckland's Westmere Butchery has snagged top prize at this year's Great New Zealand Sausage Competition, with its pork and leek snarler beating more than 800 other entries. To sport, the Silver Ferns have been boosted by the return of defender Paris Mason for tonight's second Constellation Cup netball test against the Diamonds in Auckland. Aston Villa have secured a third straight win to start football's Champions League. 45-year-old former Manchester United striker Diego Forlan will make his professional tennis debut next month in Uruguay. And the country's latest golf course rankings are out. Tara Iti is ranked number 1, but Waipu and Manawatu have been commended for their feeds at the 19th hole. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.